Hey guys, what's up? This is Ashish from alibrary.in and welcome to another Power BI tutorial. And in this tutorial, we'll see how to reduce our data set. Okay, so let's just get started. As you can see, I've just taken Tycho data for health level 2. So I'll just load that data now. Right click on it and select load. It'll start loading the data. Um, It's a huge amount of data, so it might take a bit of time. So as you can see over here, it's loading data. 23,000, 26,000 rows are up. Um, I'll just pause the video for a while so that it loads all the millions of data. So now as you can see, our data has been loaded. The number of rows over here you can see are loaded. And so suppose I don't need so many rows. What I can do is I can just go to my query editor. You can see a tab over here which says query. Just click on that and you'll see edit query. Okay, click on edit query. Another window opens up. Okay, I've just maximized it, and to show you this part I'll just keep it over here. Okay, so as you can see that these are the number. This is just a sample data which we have got. Okay, these are not all the rows. So you can see over here the data is the data in the preview has been truncated due to size limits. Reducing the number of columns or filtering may load more data. Okay, so suppose I just want only okay, before that let me tell you this, like this is the prompted header. Okay, I didn't give this header, it was already there. So when I try to remove it, just hit on this cross mark which you see over here, just click on that and you'll see that it changed to column 1, column 2, column 3. So if I want to keep these as my headers, I can just click on this button which says use first row as header. Just click on it, so it'll use it as your header. You can see everything you do, it'll be right over here. Okay, the first row as headers, you can see it right over here. So now I want to keep let me say out of those many rows I'll just keep top 20,000 rows. Okay, so keep top rows, so it'll just prompt you how many number of rows do you want it. So it'll open up, so number of rows which I want to keep, so I'll say 30,000 and I'll hit OK. But you know, when you do this one, when you say you want top 30,000 rows, it won't reflect over here. Okay, it'll still be 200 rows itself. Okay, it'll still show the same message, but when you come out of it, when you save and close it, at that time it will show uh, the difference. You can make out the difference at that time. Okay, so this was one thing. So to refresh and preview, you can click on this which says refresh and preview. So it'll start refreshing your data, so that it'll keep only top 30,000 which we chose. Okay, so it has refreshed our data. And now suppose if there were any errors during the loading our data, so what you can do is you can just click on remove errors and it would remove all your errors. Okay, and here is something. Okay, suppose I want to remove few columns. Okay, let me see which one. Okay, I don't need the publish date, so what I can do is I can just click on it and remove it just by hitting delete, so it'll remove this column. So there's another way you can do it. If you want to remove a column, what you can do is when you click on all properties, when you click on all properties, you'll see the name of your dataset and then its description. Okay, so I don't want event. I don't want like the deaths thing to be repeated in each and every row. So what I'll do is I'll just put that in description. I'll just put deaths and then put level 2 data and these things. Okay, so I want to remove it. So one way to remove, as I told you, you can select it and hit delete. Other ways, you can click on it and you can choose remove columns. Okay, we'll come to the other option later. So click remove columns and this would go off. As you can see, it just went off. So another thing is, suppose I want few columns and remove rest of it. Okay, um, I'll select numbers, I'll select location, then state, country, I'll select, okay, for now I'll just select all of these. So you can see I've just chosen these columns and I've not selected ID. So when I select remove other columns, what this would do is this would keep all of these and remove only this one. The other way would have been easier, but just for the sake of tutorial, I think it's okay. Now suppose if you had duplicate rows in your or duplicate records in your dataset, you could remove it with just one click. You can just click on remove duplicates and it would do it. Now, as you can see, it will do it up. For now, I don't know how the dataset is, so okay, I applied it twice, I guess. So I'll just remove the duplicate thing. Okay, I'll just remove the duplicate. So you can remove duplicates by clicking on this, is what I wanted to tell. And so suppose if you want to sort your data, so suppose I want to sort it by this number, so I can click on this arrow and I can choose sort by ascending. Okay, this is one way of sorting your data. The other way of sorting this would be, you can choose this one. You can choose this column. You can say sort it from A to Z or Z to A. So I'll do Z to A this time, and you can say it does it. And if I want to sort it by location, I can do the same as well. So you can see these numbers over here. First it'll sort by this number, second it'll sort by location, and the arrows also will signify. I hope you can see this. Okay, well, there are a few other options I want to walk you through. Now suppose you want to select from the bottom, so you can click on this arrow from keep rows and you can select keep bottom rows. It would help you to select rows from the bottom, so you can give a particular number, so you want 10,000 rows from the bottom or something like that. It depends on your need. And when you say keep range of rows, this would just ask you from where to where. So I say from 10th row to, let me say, 1000. Okay, you can hit enter and it would give you that amount of data. And okay, did I miss something? Yeah, so when you say remove alternate rows, so you can set a pattern. Okay, the first row to remove is a sixth row. So what this would do is it would skip 1 2 3 4 5 and remove the sixth, and then number of rows to remove from 6. So I'll say remove 4 rows, and number of rows to keep, I'll just say 1 or something like that after that. So it does that, it makes a pattern out of it. So you can either go to all properties and see your description, or this property would help you. When you click on properties, you'll see the name and the description, same as over here. And refresh, and yeah, this thing, if you want to keep the errors, if you have any errors in your record, you can just directly click on this to remove the errors, or if you still want to keep it, you can click on keep errors. Okay, so I think I've covered this part. In this part is nothing advanced editor. It'll just show you different properties, but I don't think that's important. It just checks for the syntax, sorting. So we had applied sorting, so you can see it over here. We had applied sorting to number in descending and location as ascending, which you can see over here. Okay, so there was no syntax error. So I think we have covered this part, including the sort. We'll see this part in the next tutorial. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial, and if you have any doubt, please leave a comment below on YouTube, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial, and please don't forget to subscribe.